Rise of Sun, Center for Opportunity, Dunn in your presentation, Drywall, Career Opportunity, Women's Cohort, February, put your applications in, RiseandSun.org, Rise and Sun Center for Opportunity, Fall Cohort, 2022.
Okay, so the reason that this is such a good tool is because when it flexes, when you're applying your patching compound, whether it's lightweight spackle or vinyl spackle, whatever you happen to be using, that is substrate specific, because you're using the patching material that's made for the surface as well, right? It's conforming that material to the surface and helping to work that material into it. The other good thing, a cool thing about my 5-in-1 is I can open a beer bottle with this, that's how it works. But I can also open a can of paint with this, or I can open up my patching material as well. So we'll be using that. Does everybody have some patching material? Like an extra. I'm going to show you how to use this appropriately. We'll share, you can share around if you need to. I'm just going to take a little bit of that material, just enough to cover a little bit of a hole. You guys see this? Just putting a little material on there, and I'm going to cover each of my nail holes, okay?
This is a successful program. How do I know? Because I went through it, graduated 2018, been connected ever since. Families, women, men. If you want to grow in any career field of choice, come to Rise and Sun Center for Opportunity in the summers. They have climate career, learn about green energy, clean energy, energy efficient households.
I'm concerned about, and I want to make sure that I'm doing good. So I'm going to go in there and make sure it's filling the hole. That material should fill the hole. Yep. And then I'm just coming right off at this little slight angle here, and I'm just taking that stuff off so that it's smooth. All right. The idea is that it's flush to the surface. Later on, when it dries, this is about a 15-minute dry time, you're going to be able to run your hand off there, so it should be smooth. Especially after we sand it smooth, then you're not going to be able to tell where it is.
Can I just interject here? Yeah. So, as you all are patching your nail holes with that patching compound, just know that when it dries up, what is that going to be?
It's going to be rough.
Well, it's going to be harder, right? And it's more surface for you to sand. So, just put enough material in there that you're not going to be spending your time after it dries, you're dusting it off completely. You don't have to completely scrape it off, but just know that, when it dries up, that's material you're going to have to smooth out and even out. All right?
So while we're doing this, let's talk a little bit about different types of patching material. This is a lightweight spackle, right? Every company makes their own version of this lightweight spackle. This is the Dunn version. Obviously, DAP makes their own version. This is the lightweight spackle that Dunn makes. There's vinyl spackle that's a little bit more robust. This is maybe an interior spackle. I wouldn't really use it for outside. It's not really strong enough. There are other spackling materials that are stronger that are going to be more durable for that application. There's also different types of caulking as well that are used, that we'll talk about, that are used for different types of applications. There's Bondo. Maybe you're familiar with Bondo. If you've painted cars before, you might be familiar with Bondo, right? Yeah. So that's the two-component thing, right? So that's going to stick. So again, we're just recommending using the appropriate product for the application. If it was a deeper hole, we're making little nail holes here, but if it was a deeper hole where there was a real chunk out of there, usually these things, they're all going to say, doesn't shrink, but you know what? They all shrink. So if it's a little bit deeper, then you need to do 2 coats, because they're all gonna shrink up a little bit. But the idea is, when you are done, if you've done it properly, your patch should be flush, so that when you paint back over that, you can't tell where the nail hole or where that hole was, okay? After you get